game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Colts and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hurts looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now Ryan on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now it's Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 52 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting faster.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Hurts to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take...
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. He was intercepted on that last drive, the third one he's thrown in this first half alone. They'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Now these two teams, the Eagles and Colts, the two best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were number 1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their quarterback that helped them. And the Colts with Jonathan Taylor, they were number 2. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw here. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. The give to Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. On first down, Ryan. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 94 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got room. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Taylor. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you force turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Indianapolis, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
Whenever I